Greetings everyone, my name is Marisela Yanez and I decided to do my investigative project on henna, an ancient form of body art. American women are starting to turn away from permanent tattoos and are delving into the ancient body art of henna. It's a temporary alternative to the real thing and it looks really similar to a permanent tattoo. The art of henna has progressed and has gained momentum in our Western pop culture, and the good thing is the connotation is less severe. In fact, henna artists have been sought out more and more, whether it be for cancer patients, pregnant mothers-to-be, or simply when a woman wants to make herself feel better and even more glamorous and beautiful. Henna is seen as exotic, beautiful, and a symbol of mysticism. People don't get judged wrongly for adorning their body with the beautiful art, and the best part is it will eventually fade and you can start over and get a new henna tattoo. Basically, henna is accepted and it is here to stay. Now, Mendi or Mehendi is the Hindi name for henna and is basically the process of applying temporary body art or adornment onto the skin in a decorative pattern. Now, originally, the desert people used it for a cooling down effect to help them live in the desert, and also henna has medicinal purposes that you can use. Also, you can dye your hair. It's basically a cosmetic and beautification natural plant. And now the dye from the henna leaf can stain anything from, of course, skin, hair, leather, clothing, and even wood. And the henna is natural, so it only comes in one color, and that's the reddish brown. And henna is ancient in origin of over 5,000 years, and it is originally thought to have come from Egypt. And also, they believe that the Egyptians had gifted the henna plant or the leaf to Indians and other parts of the region, and also it spread even further throughout that part of the continent through trade. Desert people take the practice of henna very seriously, and depending on the people, whether it be from the Middle East, India, or African regions, the meaning or significance of henna will depend on the region and also on the tribes. So the three main prominent regions that I have listed here are the ones that I'm going to focus on in the next 3 slides. If you notice on the right slide, it'll have a picture of India, which is right underneath China. And next to India, Pakistan, which is the neighboring country. And on the left, you'll see Africa, and I focused on Morocco and the Swahili people, or the Swahili coast. Morocco's on the very top left, right above Algeria. And if you look down to the bottom right on the, again, Swahili coast, it will start from Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, all the way down to Mozambique. And just to point out real quick a fact that India or Bollywood movies are the reason why henna became so popular in the early 90s. Okay, so the first region in India, they practice Mendi, which is the Indian word for henna, and their patterns are intricate, fine lines, lacy, paisley, and sometimes they include drawings of their gods that they believe in, even animals like peacocks or elephants. And these designs cover their entire palms, hands, forearms, their feet, all the way up to their shins. For rituals, they celebrate Indian festivals, and one of the main celebrations that they take seriously are or occasions are weddings, and those are of course extravagant, full of food and dance, and they believe that or as they have a saying that says, the darker the stain, the more the mother-in-law will love the bride. And they also believe that it is a plant of happiness and good fortune. And also I learned that if a woman becomes a widow, she would no longer be able to practice Mendi. Now for the Middle East, I chose Pakistan, and their henna or henna patterns are more nature-based, and they are often large floral patterns with leaves and calligraphy interwoven on the hands and feet. And again, their patterns do vary in region and tribe specifically, but their rituals are similar to that of Indians, but they do focus a lot on weddings, and their traditions are almost the same. The big difference is that they are Muslim, so their faith is Islam, so they do forbid any type of art that will depict a face or people or even animals. So they are mostly nature-based flowers and whatnot, but they also believe in fertility, and that the henna will protect them against the evil eye, and it can also protect their beloved from covetous looks and stares. Now for the third region of Africa, I wanted to focus on Swahili and Moroccan henna. And the first picture on the left, the Swahili henna is more based on floral patterns and leaves, and they're usually large. Moroccan henna is more bold and geometric. Sometimes they do have the eye shapes in the patterns, and their lines can be thick and thin. And for both Moroccan and Swahili, their rituals are similar. They celebrate weddings and Muslim festivals. They're both Muslim, of Muslim faith, and their rituals are similar. And their beliefs, for both of them, their culture emerged from past experiences with Arab and Islamic influences. So they do believe strongly in protection, and Moroccans truly believe in magical symbolism, good fortune, and fertility, and they forbid pictures being drawn of people and animals. Now, the first comparison of body art that I chose is scarification. And what they do is they will draw a design on the body and then take a razor and a thorn and cut into the flesh, and they will then rub ash into the wounds to create the raised pattern effect that you see on the skin. This ritual is pretty much a rite of passage, and it's for both men and women of African tribes. And depending on the part of the body, they will pretty much sculpt around and scarify the body. They will have contours and lines, and again, depending on where the scarification will be. Some designs are straight lines, circular designs, and most of all, they will complement the skin, or the body, I should say. And my last comparison of body art, I chose the art of tattooing, permanent tattoos. And on the right, some of the bullets just are some facts about tattoos. But basically, if you notice the pictures on the right, they are pretty much almost identical to what henna looks like, but again, it's permanent. And these pieces of art are more geometrical and floral and whimsical, just like henna. The bottom one looks really shaded in, so again, it looks like henna art, but that's my comparison to the art of henna. And that concludes pretty much the two comparisons that I have. And in our modern society, people are looking more and more like tribal warriors with modifications like extreme scarification and full body tattoos. It's evident that with everything that was once thought to be primitive and horrific over the years, has completely taken a turn for the best in fascination of body modification and has proven to be a universal culture of reinventing oneself. Conclusively, with the practice of henna, people won't get judged for adorning their body with beautiful art. And the best thing is, henna is here to stay.